Hello everyone. In today's video, as you can see by the before and after picture of my front porch, I am going to show you how I cleaned it and then stained it. If this is something you need to do to your deck, let's get started. Okay guys, so here is my front porch. It's made like a deck. It's covered though. And I'm showing you after I cleared off all of the pots and the outdoor furniture on the porch and swept it. This is how my porch looks. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to get our supplies together, and then we will mix our Wood Wizard solution and step 1 to cleaning our deck. All right, guys, so I am going to put the Wood Wizard on my front porch. As you can see, my front porch looks really bad. Here it is. So the instructions say that you do 1 part water to 4 parts of Wood Wizard. So I have a measuring cup, and that's how I'm going to do it. So that was 1 liter of Wood Wizard. And now I'm going to fill my measuring cup 4 times. One. Two. Three. 4. Okay, so now we've diluted it per their instructions. 1 part Wood Wizard, 3 parts of water. So this is what it looks like in my bucket. So let's take this to the porch and start mopping it on to our dirty, dirty deck. Pardon the animals. I do live on a farm. Okay, so now I have my mop and my bucket mixed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mopping it onto my planks, okay? It is now time to rinse it all off, and I'm going to be using my electric Westinghouse pressure washer. I am going to be using a 40-degree white tip to clean the boards with. All right, so let's get started. Okay guys, so my deck is almost fully dry. This is what I washed it with today. All right. You can see that I used about half a gallon. I mixed it exactly as they said. 1 part cleaner to 4 parts of water. All right, so let's look at how my deck is looking. My porch, my deck. It does look a lot cleaner, okay? It took all the dirt scum off the deck. But, is it clean? Well, it is still green. I pressure washed it for an hour, or maybe longer than an hour. I cannot get it any cleaner, and I'm afraid I'm going to damage the wood. But the wood is still very green. So the cleaner, I applied it twice. I let it sit for 20 minutes each time. I kept it wet. I did not let it dry out. And yes, while it did improve the porch, it did not fully clean it. This is still very green. Look at it. The parts where the pot sat on the porch are still there. I'm being 100% transparent and honest in this review. This product was not given to me for a review. I purchased it. I paid to have it shipped to me. And I did exactly as the instructions say. All right. I think the biggest improvement was on the stairs. To be totally honest, that seems to have worked on the stairs the best. I don't know why. That's like even older wood. I don't know. And the wood on the porch is a covered porch. And the wood on the stairs is exposed to the elements 100%. Sun, rain, whatever, snow. But yeah. All right. So, Would I purchase this Wood Wizard again? No, I would not. Because I don't feel as though the benefit for the cost of it is equal. This is very expensive, okay? It's very expensive. You could buy deck cleaners for 25% of the price of that. The videos that I saw on YouTube made it look like it was a miracle cleaner, and I thought, okay, if it's going to cost 4 times more than what I can buy at Lowe's, or I could make my own for probably a tenth of the cost, I thought, well, let me give it a chance. And I did that. I did it very honestly. And this is the results. Maybe it's good for wood that's not super old. This wood is about 12 years old. It's never been treated with a stain or a sealer that I know of. I have not treated it since I've owned this house. And when I got this house, it was 1 year old. So I just want to show you my honest results. And I put it on thick, okay? I didn't just drizzle it over the top of the wood. I soaked the wood with a mop. I dipped it in the solution. I mixed it exactly as the instructions say. And I slathered them boards heavy. And I did it twice. And then I pressure washed it with a 40-degree nozzle. And this is my result. It's almost dry. And now I am going to have to re-clean my deck again because I still have algae everywhere. It did not remove the algae on the boards. It removed the top layer of grime and dirt, but it's still very dirty. And I am going to stain my porch with a bare stain. And I don't want to do it until I have all of this algae gone. So stay tuned for part 2. It's going to be the next product that I put on my porch deck to try and clean it even better than the Wood Wizard did. Okay? All right. I'll see you then. All right, so I have wet the deck down per the instructions on the cleaner. It's all nice and wet. So now, per the instructions, you can apply it with a mop, a sprayer. And so that is what I'm going to do. So they say to mop it on and then use your scrub brush and scrub it. and then wait 10 to 15 minutes and then rinse it off either with a water hose or a pressure washer. Okay? So let's see if our green algae all over our porch. All right, you can see it here. This is just the deck wet. No bare cleaner on it yet. And now I'm going to start applying it. Okay? So, let me set the camera down. And I'm going to let you watch me apply the deck stain. I mean the cleaner, bare cleaner. All right, guys, so now the deck is dried from the second product that I used on it, the Bare solution for washing your deck. And this is how it came out. It is a lot brighter than it was. I did the 1-to-1 ratios for diluting. I mopped it on very generously. I scrubbed it with the scrub brush. I let it sit on and then I power washed it out. Okay, guys, so first I'm going to go in between all the cracks of the boards, and I'm using a sponge. It's one of those foam paint brushes, but the handle broke off immediately. It's a little bit torn up because I've already done a bunch already with this same one foam brush. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of the outdoor stain on it. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in between the cracks and just wipe it along it. So as you can see, I'm painting in between the cracks. You just stick it down there and make sure it hits both sides. And now in between our boards will be stained, and then we'll come back and we'll paint the top. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is I'm going along the whole deck and I'm staining in between all of the cracks. And when I'm done, I'll meet you back here. All right, guys. So as you can see, I finished my front porch. I love it now. I do have to say, though, that dark brown stain, I'm a little bit disappointed that it gets very hot under your feet if you're barefooted. So if the sun is hitting on that deck, it is hot. And now I wish I would have chose like maybe the light gray or something. I didn't realize that the dark brown stain would be so hot. So that is my only complaint about the stain. The stain goes on really, really nice. It's like thick like a paint, and it's very easy to go in the cracks with it and to roll it on top. So overall, I really am happy with the stain. As far as the cleaners that I used, so the first cleaner that I used, the Wizard, I can't really recommend it because it's very expensive for how clean it gets your wood. I don't think it's worth the price. You can find other alternatives to clean your deck way cheaper. And if you watch my next video that I'm going to do on my side deck to the side door of my house, I'm going to show you some of those other alternatives that you can use to clean your porch or your deck that are really inexpensive, and wow, they work great. All right. As far as the bear cleaner that I used after the Wood Wizard, it's basically oxalic acid. That is the main ingredient on that. I did not know that when I bought it. Nowhere on their website do they give you a list of the ingredients, but once I saw that, I realized why it brightened the deck so well, because it's oxalic acid, and that's what that does. It brightens your wood. So it was a good thing I did have it on hand. I went ahead and used it, and it cleaned my deck really well, and I was able to stain it after that. All right. Well, I just want to say thank you for watching my video here at Grandma's Homestead Haven. I always have maintenance to do on my house besides my cooking and my gardening and my solar and my quilting and other fun things I do here on the homestead. Well, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Like and subscribe to Grandma's channel. Like and subscribe to Grandma's channel.